You know, Mark, I was just going to ask where we are. Is this Manhattan?
I think so.
Baby, oh yeah, hey girl.
Yeah, because we just got... Yeah, because the entrance to the GWB is right over there.
What up, guys?
What up?
What's good?
Driven AM road trip. We are on the way to Philly for Driven 215 with my man Mousky back there. What up, Mousky?
Yo, what's good, party people? See y'all at Liaison Room tonight.
Yes. Dave Owen.
Yo. How you doing?
This is going to be a good one. Nice 2-hour drive down to Philly. Grab a cheesesteak, maybe. Vegan in my case. Here we go. What tunes are you feeling right now, Dave Owen?
I really like new Zero T tune, Blow.
Oh, so good.
Yeah, it's an incredible tune. First time I heard it, it was just like, wow, this is amazing. And I think it has Ange on production as well, doing keys. I'm not 100%, but I think he's on the credits as well. But yeah, like incredible song. Playing it loads.
Full disclosure, jump the gun on the name of the tune. I don't know the tune, but I have something brand new from Zero T, brand new, that I think is just amazing. So that's why I said, Zero T is a legend, of course, but I got something, I think it's on promo. I don't know, to be honest with you. I'm going to play it tonight. It's this clean, rolling, like really well-produced, beautiful tune. What else are you playing?
I would have to say some Mason tunes.
Ooh.
Being the being
On our way to Philly.
the hometown hero, I would definitely have to pull some of those out.
Nice one. What about you, Mark? Give me a couple tunes you're rocking.
Playing a bunch of stuff by, I've been playing stuff by The Sauce. I've been playing stuff by, some Decline. Been getting into some artists that I heard while we were in Mexico. So some Vecta, some LSB. L-Side obviously is always in the rotation. Taxman and Blade Runner always in the rotation. I like to get it dark, I like to get deep, but I like to mix it up. I like to bring some jungle sounds in there too, so you can always expect there's this great Airglow tune actually that I've been feeling. It's called Desert Heart.
Nice.
And it brings like a awesome Middle Eastern vibe. It's really moody and dance floor friendly. I like it a lot.
Nice.
Yeah.
Shouts to Airglow. Shouts to the homie. L-Side also amazing music right now. Really good time for D&B. All right, so we've seen a lot of drum and bass lately. I think all of us. I think we're all fortunate to be in an area where we have a lot of drum and bass, and we're also traveling and all that jazz. YouTube, right? I was watching Harriet Jackson. I think just today at the gym I was watching the break set from 360 All-Stars. So there's a lot of drum and bass around. Gentlemen, Mark, let me start with you. What DJ sets have you seen lately, either live or online or, whatever you want?
Man, 2 recent sets that I just was blown away by. So last week, I got to play World of Drum and Bass, and DJ Craze just completely brought the house down. Maybe the best set of his that I've ever really seen, to be honest. He just tore it up with the scratching, played like a really wide variety of tunes, new shit, old shit, really good stuff. And then when we were in Mexico, we were at, the Locust Festival. Reed Speed.
Yes.
Holy shit. Reed Speed was incredible at the day party.
Yeah.
Just like, it's exactly everything that I wanted to hear that day in a set. It was perfect. Big up Reed Speed.
Yeah, I totally agree. Reed's set was one of, if not literally my favorite set of the weekend, or the week as I like to say.
2 recent favorites.
Those were amazing sets. The cool thing about the Craze set, like you said, he played old stuff, he played new stuff, and I was sort of watching him from the balcony area. He's doing 2 or 3 or 4 times more than the crowd even knows. Like, it just sounds amazing, but he is so engaged. He's such a performer. He's got so many hot cue points and stuff. So big up Craze, big up. That was awesome.
It look so easy too.
Yeah,
it's
effortless.
like he's so on top of his game, like in a league of his own, pretty much. That was great.
Dave, I'm going to pass it to you. What are some sets you've seen lately?
I'd have to say Charlie Bricks in Tulum at the Locust Festival was one of the highlights for me. She played a lot of new music from her LP, and she was singing as well as DJ.
Cool.
And she had Fox with her, who was hosting and performing as well. So for me, it was just an incredible set to have those two vocalists, performers together at the same time, sharing brand new music with everybody in that setting. It was incredible. So shouts to Charlie and Fox. We go.
Oh, totally agree. When I think about drum and bass sets and also singing and MCing or whatever at the same time, I always think about my homie US's own Joe S. Joe S has been doing that for a very long time. In the last couple of years, Degs, right? I mean, Degs does these 360 sets where he's DJing and he's singing and he's incredible.
Making
and
sandwiches. I mean, what can't he do?
What can he do?
That guy can do everything.
Humble and incredible performer.
Amazing.
And his set in Tulum also with the same energy I thought was really special. Charlie too, I agree, singing and DJing at the same time. I think, was that right before AMC or something like that?
Flight.
Flight.
Then,
Okay.
Flight. Wow, that set was just exactly what everybody needed at that time.
The mix of the different styles that she played.
It was a clinic. She put on a clinic, basically. Yeah.
Such a DJ.
So
DJ.
That was really good. Oh, and AMC as well in Tulum was incredible. Exactly what you'd expect from him. Just
We heard every
Triple
song
A.
in drum and bass history in about 2 hours.
I think I heard all of my favorites. Everything new. And it was incredible. All the olds, the classics, woven together in such a way. It was relentless and breathtaking. Amazing.
And obviously he mixes well. We know that. But what I enjoyed especially about his set was, sure, he played a million tracks, but he let the right tracks breathe. The ones that had the real good vocals, he did let them ride out. And what skills? Four decks? I think they joked about. He's going to move down from his usual 17 deck set for this one. So big up AMC. Hope we can have him in New York sometime this year. That'd be great.
I got one more.
Do it.
Recently at our Driven AM hospitality night, we had everybody brought the house down that night, but the standout for me was Whiny brought the party to a whole other level. Place was sold out. He had the best attitude, and it just played exactly what the crowd needed to just explode on the dance floor that night. That was a really special set for me too.
I completely agree. That was an incredible set. There are a couple tracks where, I have memories in the past of hearing a DJ drop a tune and remembering the tune, right? You've only heard it once, you heard it for 90 seconds, 2 minutes, whatever, but it's holy shit, what is that?
Yeah.
So, Cocooned by Bungle is a tune I heard Randall drop, and I'm
bring back Bungle.
I'm oh my gosh, what is this? And the tune never left my ear until I train spotted it on a Twitch stream and said, what is this tune? Right? Whiny dropped a tune. It was some vocal tune. I literally don't know what it is, but it's just, it's got this groove, and what is it? 3 weeks later, a month later, almost 3 weeks later, I'm still singing that groove. Yeah. So Whiny's set was most memorable. I agree about that. Good call.
So my mom's Lebanese, and I went to a nightclub once when I was visiting my family in Beirut, and it was the same concept as the place you're talking about in the Czech Republic. It was a bunker, it was a bomb shelter. It was called B018, which was the code for the bunker for the army there. And you went down a couple flights of stairs, but they left the hatch open. They opened the hatch at sunrise, and the sun would start coming into the club, and it was gorgeous. It was an amazing experience. It was house and techno. I was 18 years old. It was a really cool night. Ouch.
That is a very good intro to the question that I have. Tell me about an interesting venue you've played, and you can define that any way you want. Dave, why don't you go first, hearing what Mark's story was. Why don't you go first this time?
Yeah, okay. It was one of the more interesting places that we've played. I was with Nick Calculon, and we were in Prague, Czech Republic, playing a gig with BC. And the venue was called Cover Place, and it was a old World War II bomb shelter. So yeah, just getting into the place and going down the staircase into the big concrete rooms, and just the smell, the mustiness, the dankness, the atmosphere is just yeah, something very different. And they had a prohibition as well at the time because of some alcohol issues. So it was a very interesting night. But they had yeah, like moss and things growing on the sides and stuff, and it was like, yeah, it was just like a weird underground jungle.
Oh, that sounds crazy.
And it was called yeah, Cover Place.
Cover Place.
In Czech Republic, yeah.
Wow.
Wild one, yeah.
That's a beautiful city. Mark, give me one. Give me an interesting venue.
This was definitely interesting. One of my friends, someone heard me play at a drum and bass party ages ago and booked me for his birthday party. And he gave me an address in Brooklyn. He was like, yeah, it's a basement. I'm like, okay, cool. Sounds like an underground venue. I get to the address, and it's a dental office. And I'm like, am I in the right place? And I knock on the door, and then like someone like dressed up like they're going like mountain climbing comes to the door and lets me in. And like we walk through the dental office, like the place is closed, like all the chairs are there and everything. And we go downstairs, and in the basement of this dentist office, they have like a full rock climbing gym. And I'm like, I'm playing here? And he's like, yeah, dude, this is my birthday party. I'm a climber. And there were like 40 people in there climbing all over the walls and ceilings of this place.
Getting their climb on.
Wow.
Getting their climb. So I'm playing drum and bass in a rock climbing gym, basically. With like all kinds of like awesome, crunchy, adventure-seeking hippies.
I got a question.
It was a lot of fun.
Where were the decks? Did you have to climb up to get to the...
Oh, I wish. No, I actually, like, they took really good care of me. They had good equipment.
DJ Carabiner.
Yeah, right? That was probably, like, that was the high point. That was, like, a really, like...
That's cool.
This is a really weird party, but,
cool.
like, hey, I'm here for this. It was a lot of fun.
Weird is fun. I'll give you one. I'll save one for a future video, but I DJ'd a wrestling event, a pro wrestling event, which was super cool.
Oh, that's awesome.
And they had me just sort of DJ to start the night. And of course, drum and bass is what I play, so I played a drum and bass set. But of course, it doesn't really make any sense. And I had some of the wrestlers came over and they were like, "Are you going to play the same beat like the whole night?" And I was like, "Oh man!" I was like, "Yep, yes I am." So that was fun. And then I got to play their entrance music, which was really fun and random, and that was a weird one.
Did you get to keep any of the intro music? Did you keep any of the theme tunes?
This was like, well, it's funny, this was like before USBs. Like, this was years ago, and I was playing off of CD players, and I literally think I had like one, so I had to like play somebody's theme, bring it down, put in a brand new CD, cue it up, like, start to sweat, and then okay, press play. So it didn't go great, but it's one for the books.
As they say.
I got to, are you still recording?
Yeah, keep going.
I DJ'd a Tough Mudder once. Remember the Tough Mudder, obstacle course things? I don't know if that's still around.
Sounds like Wipeout.
Yeah. So, like, I'm in Topeka, Kansas, and we're on, like, a drag race, like, kind of, sort of venue in Kansas.
Wow.
And there's like a lot of people at this thing. There's like 8,000 to 10,000 people at this event, and I had to wake up at like 5 in the morning because the event started at 7. So like you, I'm like playing the music at the beginning when people are lining up at the starting line to get people pumped up as the sun comes up. It was pretty cool.
That's cool.
And I'm also DJing like next to one of the obstacles, and I'm seeing people like get hurt and like overcome the obstacle, and it was like really energizing and fun. And then at the end of the day, people come to the finish line. It's all kind of in the same place, and people like start drinking beer and dancing when they get to the finish line. It seems like anything left. So I was DJing for like 8 hours.
Wow.
It was like a pretty cool day.
Dave, I don't know if you ever played in Miami. I want to say it's called The Bank, but it was a former bank, and one of the rooms, the smaller room, was in the bank vault. Do you remember that?
That's excellent.
That was years ago, and I played that with Mike and Erica, Random Movement, Strife, and Peter, who we were just talking about, Peter, NC-17, and Tricks
Shout
at
out
one
to
of those.
NC-17.
Yeah.
Yeah, big up Pete.
Yep, at one of those WMC weekends, I don't know, 10, 8, 12 years ago, something like that. It's been a while since I've done one of those, but
Yeah, I didn't play that bank, but I have played a bank in I played a bank. I've played PNC.
right, it's like, oh gosh.
I'm a Chase resident. No, I don't know. I played a bank for. It was in the Bay. It was in the Bay Area. I want to say, like on the Oakland side. And it was kind of like, you know, a very eclectic crowd, a lot of tails and neon and fire and things. And we were DJing in the control room that overlooked the teller windows and where the vault was and everything. Big glass window and everything. Very strange experience. Yeah, but unfortunately we weren't in the vault. I guess that would have been kind of cool. Yeah.
It is one of the nice things about a DJ setup, especially now, frankly, with a controller and plug-in, and you know, you need a power source.
Take it anywhere.
But you can take it anywhere, right? All the parties in parks and outdoors and just random places. Those are some of my favorite parties ever. I like the random spots. Mobile disco.
Yeah,
That's right.
absolutely.
All right, the sun is going down, so I'm thinking about time, and I want to ask you all about a set, a time you played, a night, a day, something that sticks out in particular. I know for myself, I played in Puerto Rico a couple times, big up to Tricks, and it would be after hours for some reason. Oh, look at this. Mushrooms for the psychedelic curious. That's not the word. Psychedelic curious. Yeah, delicious. I'd go to Puerto Rico and play at like 4:35, 6 in the morning, and that just felt crazy for me. Like just starting my set at 5:30 in the morning. So I don't know, that was fun. I played an after hours recently. That was fun too. That was late. You guys play any late or early sets or anything like that? Any morning sets?
Yeah, I did a day party in San Diego with the SD Union crew. Shouts to Rita.
Big up Rita.
And Garva. Subliminal. Yeah, it was a day show, and it was just so much fun to see people in the daylight, jumping around and having fun and enjoying the music. Yeah, it was just a beautiful setting, great venue. The sun was shining, and everybody was having an incredible time. And I wish I could do more daytime events.
Liaison Room, Front Street Cafe. This place is super cool. This is going to be great. Ask the question. Drum and bass. Mark, give me an interesting set time. Something you've played that's interesting. A time of day or whatever.
I had the pleasure of playing in Buenos Aires a couple of times, and they have this big weekly party, or they did have this weekly party called Plus 160. Shout out to Bad Boy Orange, BA. Party starts at midnight on a Tuesday. It's a Tuesday night.
It ends on a Friday.
Nobody's there till like 1:30, and they're like, all right, we're gonna have you play from 2 to 4 in the morning. I'm like, on Tuesday? He's like, we're not from here, trust me. So like, it's dead for the first hour and a half. I'm like, is anybody gonna be here tonight? I had been to the place before, it was packed. All of a sudden, around like right before I go on, 500 people are in the club, and it's like one of the best crowds I've ever played for. And I played 2 to 4 on a Tuesday night, and it was like, I felt like I was like a headliner at a festival. Like that's how great the energy was. It was amazing. To this day, it's one of the best clubs parties I've ever played.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
One thing I like a lot about Philly is they have a great vegan scene. So even though we were at a classic Philly cheesesteak place, I got a vegan one, and I'm really happy with that. There's the US legend Dave Owen. I got my Driven AM fam here. Really excited to bring some friends down to Philly. As always, Dave Owen and I have played many times before. Many, many times. So this is gonna be a fun night. Driven AM crew, Driven 215 tonight in Philly here at we're here at the Front Street Cafe, but we're going upstairs to the liaison room. 10 o'clock tonight. We'll see you soon. Peace, man.
All right, guys, bring it in. Here we go. Rock, two, bring my three. 1, 2, 3. Let's go.
Thank you.